Today's video, I am going to work on mounting the transmission, or I should say I'm going to work on building a transmission mount. The transmission is attached to the engine and it's sitting on a couple of pieces of square tube that are sitting on the floor of the car across the hole that I cut. So it is sitting where it needs to be, so I'm going to take some of my universal generic suspension bushings with a 14mm inner diameter sleeve, 1 3/4 outer diameter DOM, and I am going to use those to build a mount for the transmission, and then I will work on installing the transfer case and cutting more holes in the floor, and once all that's done, then I can get to closing some of these holes up. Cut more floor out of the Impreza. The transfer case has a temporary adapter made. I will get some pieces CNC machined that I can weld together that are heavier gauge, but to get everything mounted and figure out my floor and everything like that, this type of adapter will work. I'm going to weld some DOM in there just to give it some rigidity so that it doesn't move around. That adapter is going to be the location of one of the transmission mounts, and the transfer case will have a separate rear mount. The ground clearance on the car with the suspension all the way maxed out is about 3 3/4 under the oil pan and about 3.5 under the transfer case. That's the lowest the car can actually physically move. But this car is going to be a street car, so I'm not going extreme on the suspension. So next up, I'm going to build a transmission mount, and then I can start calculating drive shaft length and floor and all of that. I am going to put enough room in the new floor pan / transmission tunnel that I can fit a 5-inch exhaust. I don't know if I'll need a 5-inch exhaust. I probably will, so I will make the room for it now, and if I do need it, I will put it in. I may put a cutout in the front that'll dump straight on the ground, so when I hit 10 pounds of boost or 12 pounds of boost, I'll have a full turbo off dump. But, you know, I'm old. I don't really like that much noise. We'll see how it goes. On to the mounts.